The secret of the sunken city. Marina adjusted her breathing apparatus, her heart racing as she gazed into the depths where the ancient city lay hidden beneath layers of time. The sunken city had been a legend for centuries, whispered in myths but never proven, until Marina's sonar scan revealed the impossible. Theo watched from the surface, hands steady on the controls of the advanced submersible they had designed for this very moment of discovery. Elena's research into ancient Mediterranean texts had led them to this exact location, her intuition as sharp as her knowledge of forgotten lore. As they descended into the dark blue depths, the outline of towering structures began to emerge, cloaked in seaweed and coral. Marina's excitement grew as the city's intricate architecture came into view, defying what they thought they knew about ancient civilizations. Theo expertly navigated the submersible, avoiding jagged rocks and swirling currents that could easily trap them in the underwater maze. Elena's voice crackled over the radio, reminding them of the old myths, a city built by a people who had mastered technologies lost to time. Marina's eyes widened as they passed a massive stone gate, its carvings still clear despite centuries beneath the sea, guarded by silent statues. The closer they got, the more they realized this was no ordinary ruin, it was a civilization far ahead of its time, with secrets locked away. Theo's sensors began to pick up strange energy readings, pulsing softly from deep within the city, beckoning them further into the unknown. Marina swam out of the submersible, carefully navigating the debris as she approached what appeared to be a central temple, half buried in sand. Elena's research had hinted at a temple at the heart of the city, where the most powerful artifacts were said to be hidden from unworthy eyes. Inside the temple, strange, glowing glyphs adorned the walls, their meaning lost to time but clearly holding the key to the city's power. As Marina examined the glyphs, a soft hum echoed through the water, as though the city itself were awakening after its long slumber. Theo monitored the energy levels closely, the readings growing stronger the deeper they ventured, as though they were approaching something alive. Suddenly, Marina spotted movement in the distance, a dark figure darting through the ruins, far too fast to be an ordinary sea creature. Gideon, Marina whispered into her calms, recognizing the silhouette of the rival treasure hunter who had been shadowing their expedition. Gideon had no interest in preserving history, he sought only to exploit whatever technology or riches the city could offer for his own gain. Elena's voice sounded urgent as she warned them to stay cautious, knowing Gideon's reputation for ruthlessness and dangerous ambition. Marina felt a surge of protectiveness for the city, knowing that if its secrets fell into the wrong hands, the consequences could be disastrous. As they moved deeper into the temple, they encountered an ancient machine, still glowing with life, its design unlike anything they had ever seen. Theo's eyes widened as he realized the machine was far beyond anything modern engineers had created, a relic of a forgotten genius. Elena whispered reverently about the legends of a lost power, once harnessed by the city's rulers to control the seas and skies themselves. Just then, a blast shook the temple, sending a cascade of debris crashing down. Gideon had set off explosives in an attempt to breach the inner chamber. Marina and Theo dove for cover as the walls trembled, but the ancient structure held firm, as though it had been built to withstand such force. With the path ahead blocked, Marina turned to Theo, who quickly assessed the situation and began recalibrating their equipment for another way in. Meanwhile, Elena's voice came through again, warning them of more danger. Gideon wasn't working alone, and his team was closing in fast. Determined to stop Gideon, Marina led Theo through a narrow passage that opened up into a massive chamber filled with strange, glowing artifacts. Each artifact hummed with energy, the air thick with an otherworldly tension as though the past was reaching out to touch the present. Theo approached one of the artifacts, his hands trembling as he recognized it as a power source far beyond their own technology. "We can't let this fall into the wrong hands," Marina said, her voice steady as she realized the responsibility now resting on their shoulders. Suddenly, Gideon appeared in the doorway, flanked by his team, his eyes gleaming with greed as he surveyed the treasure before him. "I knew you'd find it first," Gideon sneered, his voice dripping with malice, "but you're too late to stop me from taking what's mine." Marina stepped forward, blocking Gideon's path, her heart pounding as she realized that this confrontation had been inevitable from the start. "This city's secrets aren't yours to take," Marina said firmly, her voice echoing through the chamber as the artifacts glowed brighter. Gideon laughed, pulling out a small device that hummed with energy, designed to harness the power of the artifacts for his own use. Theo moved quickly, using his engineering skills to disable the device just as Gideon activated it, causing a shower of sparks to fly. Furious, Gideon lunged toward the nearest artifact, but Marina was faster, grabbing a relic that pulsed with energy and holding it up. The room grew still as the relic in Marina's hands began to glow, casting a bright light that enveloped the entire chamber, freezing everyone in place. In that moment, Marina understood the true power of the city, not in its technology, but in the wisdom of those who had built it to protect. As the light faded, Gideon and his team were left stunned, the relics now dormant, their secrets hidden once more, safe from greedy hands. Theo approached Marina, his expression one of awe and relief as he realized they had stopped Gideon from unleashing the city's dangerous power. Elena arrived at the chamber, her eyes wide with the realization that they had found something far greater than they had ever imagined. Together, the team decided that the technology of the sunken city must remain hidden, its power too great for the modern world to understand. They carefully documented the city, taking only what was necessary to preserve its history without revealing the dangerous technology. Gideon, now defeated and disarmed, was left with no choice but to retreat, his dreams of wealth and power shattered by his own greed. As they ascended back to the surface, Marina felt a deep sense of responsibility for the knowledge they had uncovered and chosen to protect. The sunken city would remain a mystery to the world, its true power guarded by the ocean's depths and the team's vow to keep it safe. Elena reflected on the myths she had studied for so long, realizing that some secrets were meant to stay buried, their lessons learned in silence. Theo began packing up the equipment, his mind racing with the possibilities of what they had seen, yet knowing they had made the right choice. Marina felt a deep respect for the ancient civilization that had created such wonders, their wisdom echoing across the ages, even now. As they sailed back to the shore, the weight of the discovery sat heavily on their shoulders, a burden they would carry with them forever. The world would never know what they had found beneath the waves, but the team knew they had done what was right for the future. Marina watched the horizon, the sun setting over the Mediterranean, a silent promise to protect the past from those who would misuse it. The secrets of the sunken city would remain safe, hidden beneath the waves, their power untapped, their history preserved. And as the ocean whispered its ancient song, the team knew that some treasures were far more valuable than gold or technology. They had found something priceless beneath the sea, a truth that only those with respect for the past could ever understand. The sunken city, once lost to time, would continue to sleep beneath the waves, its secret safe for now, waiting for another age.